Hey everybody, it is OldBayCraps. Welcome, I am Craig. Thanks for coming to my show. This is OldBayCraps channel. This is my channel. This is my layout. I appreciate you all coming by here. It is right before the holidays. I don't know how many more lives I'll have in me before Christmas. But hey, I'm here now. I'm going to roll out for you. I got $1,500. You've got 5,000 and plus. I already see some cahoots is going on in the chat, especially with Mr. The Voice. He thinks he's won something, and maybe he has. I don't know. Skills here. Dylan, how are you? Waylon, he's jumping in. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. We got Mel. He came in earlier. We got Kent, Ace Deuce Yo, and Gargoyle G himself decided to stop by. So in honor of G, I'm going to try to go for maybe three to four hits on the boxes before I bring it down. I know he likes that kind of thing. We're going to shoot with a 6-4-6-2 dice set. Guess what? Never thrown it before. We're going to see how it goes. It could go terrible. It could go worse. But hey, we're here. Let's say hi to some folks. Let's jump in here. So evening, everyone. Welcome. Jeff came in here first. He first came in under his pseudonym, Jeff MC, when he's trying to be quiet. But we all know that Mid-Atlantic Craps can't be quieted, not the voice. He says the password, is the password OldBayCraps? Did he win? Yes, Jeff, you want another chance. That's about all you won tonight, is another chance. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Then Mel came in here. Welcome, Mel C. Appreciate you stopping by. Jeff wants to confirm if he won. Well, you won another chance. He's saying hi to Mel. Mel says, one entry, you've got to be the winner. That's right. If there's only one entry on one contest, somebody has to be the winner. So I said, best 2 out of 3? I don't know. Kent came in. He said, hey. Welcome, Kent. Then Dylan says he wants to crash the party. We won't allow it. So I call him Wreck-It Ralph. He's now Wreck-It Ralph to me. He said he's looking for the red solo cups. I don't know. Solo cup. Sum you up. It's a party. Then G says, let's get the show on the road. No betting the don't or I am out. You got it right, sir. We're going to bet light side. Yeah, best 2 out of 3. That's right, Jeff. We'll see what happens. Waylon's stopping by. He wants to see a 4 and 10. Mel wants to see some ATS play, so we'll play the ATS as well tonight. And then Mr. Joe is listening in because he's on his way to work. Have a good night, Joe. We'll try to hit some big 3-1 big Joes for you. And then Duracell always stopping by. Saying smash that like button. I like it, Gargoyle. The password is OldBayCraps. I have thought of changing the channel name, but I have no idea what I would change it to. But that's funny as hell. All right. Let's go over to Crapsy, shall we? Oh, did I say Crapsy? Are we allowed to say it anymore? I don't give a fuck. We'll say what I want to say on my channel, and that's what we'll do. Let's flip a coin. Heads, Duracell wins. Tails, everybody else loses. All right, we're over here now at Crapsy. Let's go ahead and go to the website here. We got 30 people active, 32 active. 2 people jumped on, as I said, 30. Everybody wants to play. I love it. Here's tonight's rules. Traditional table, $5,000 starting bankroll. I believe you have 2 or 3 $2,000 rebuys. That should be enough money for you to explode at the table. It's a $10 minimum table, 5,000 max bet, 250 hop hardway max, 10 times odds. You only pay the vig on the win on a buy or lay bet. No lay bets according to G. And the 2 and the 12 will always pay triple at Old Bay's house. And of course, we have the town bets. So we will be playing the ATS tonight. All right, let's go back over. Ugly guy with dice, that would be me. This ugly mug is here for you for the next hour and 2, so enjoy the facial. Yes, I just said facial on YouTube. All right, hey Joseph, welcome. All right, I'm going to get my bets in. I got a $1,500 bankroll myself. We're going to do my usual $50 action. There's 555 on the ATS. There's 15 World Bet. There's $20 pass line. We are all set to go. Let's lock you guys out. Get that first roll in. Time's a wasting. All right, here we go. We're doing a 6-4-6-2 from stick left 2. Here we go. And we got a 3-2 Justice Gen 5. Come on. Oh, I turned the num lock off. Duh. You can't enter numbers if you turn the number button off. All right, let's get it in the roll tracker. World Bet will come down. Let's mark the 5. Let's qualify ourselves. We'll do a 6-8 only. And we'll do 50 behind the back after we mark the 5. And that's all we're going to do until we find out otherwise of what the hell's going on with this toss. All right, if you're ready, I'm ready. And it looks like we got 35 active, 22 on the table. And away we go. Here is roll number 2. 6-4-6-2. Never thrown it before. Here we go. And what do we got? We got a 6-4 easy 10. Waylon's best friend down on the end. All right, let's mark the 10. We're going to go ahead and put 50 on the 10 as if we already had it marked. So we're pressing a number that we didn't even have. And then I'm all set on my end. Is that tiptoeing in? Probably not. I don't recommend it. As always on my channel, I don't recommend how I play ever to anybody. I'm here for the entertainment. Here we go. And we got a 2-1-3 craps. We're going to go ahead and play 15 in the field after we mark the 3. And all my bets are set. That's right, ugly guy still rolling the dice. Face for radio, a face only a mother could love. Here we go. And we got a 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. So Waylon and Joe come into the chat, and both of them we throw their numbers. Love it. All right, it's going to win in the field. We're going to split the 4 and 10. We're going to take this back to the rack as we're still qualifying ourselves. I'd love to hit a 6 or 8. Hey, K Fisher. What up, Craig and all? We're doing all right. How are you? We're just rolling along and singing a song. Here we go. And the dice smack to get each other. It's going to be a 5-2, 7 ouch. It's all in the mechanics, folks. Let's get it in the roll tracker. That's going to be the end of shooter number 1. All right, I think we're a little bit warmed up now. All right, shooter number 2. Let's clean up the ATS. We're going to repay for it. We're going to have to reset the ATS because I just knocked everything with my huge bear paws. There's the pass line. There's the ATS. Repaid for. Let's grab the World Bet one more time. Oh no. Watch out, everybody. It isn't a happy holiday season unless Mr. Lordy Merry Holidays is here. Ed, Roll to Win Craps is in the house. So's Blue Jay, Wade, Kevin. Evening, sir. Ed showed up and bought in with $50 bills. Damn it, Ed. All right, we got 25 on the layout. Let's go. I appreciate all of you stopping by. Here we go. And we got a 6-3 soft 9 to Franks. 9 will be the point. World Bet's going to come down. I'm feeling a little saucy. We're going to go 200 in the back. Max odds. We'll go 90 on the inside. And I'm all set on my end. Ed says he has a plaque full of $50 bills. Well, hopefully it wasn't what you used to buy in at any point. We can all feel much more comfort. All right, here we go. We got an ace deuce, 3 craps. Happens all the time on this channel, a horn number after a point's established. But we didn't mark the 9. We need to mark the ace deuce. Let's do 15 in the field. What's that? Ed saying, Mr. Yo sent me his hand in tip of 50. As long as you're being tipped in $50 bills, I think that'll work. Just don't buy in with $50 bills, right? Here we go. And we got a 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. The 8 came easy. There's the 6 down here. Field will come down. Let's mark the 8. We're going to win 35. Let's pick up the hard 8. Take the 8 to 60. And let's grab another 15 in the field. I'm all set here. Here we go. And we got a 4-1 truck and camper, the 415. That's a no fielder, of course. Lose the field. Gonna win 35. Gonna take 10 of it, put it over on the 6 for a $42 6. Take the 5 to 50. Rack a nickel. Mark the 5. And I'm gonna grab some reds. I shorted myself a nickel. We're going to grab the 4 and 10 for 15 each. Here we go. Another 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. All right, we're going to win 27. We're going to go ahead and take it to 35. Grab the hard 4. Rack $2. Mark the 4. And I'm all set. Oh, he says, dang, Craig, quit pushing your thumb through the dice. I can see it on the video. All right. We'll stop pushing the dice with our thumb, Mr. Watcher. Here we go. Well, thank you for that. We got the 5-2, 7 out. Everybody blamed Gargoyle. He had to speak his mind. See what happens when you speak your mind? Don't make me go dark, man. I will take you down with me. All right, that's the end of shooter 2. I felt we were in a flow before Gargoyle spoke up. Gargoyle owes everybody a shot. Happy hours on Gargoyle. All right, let's clean up the ATS here. Let's repay for it. 10 change. All right, this time we're going to establish a point. We're going to go across, see if we can get 3 hits. There you go. Kay Fisher was saying, why didn't you push your thumb through it, man? Oh, you said it 3 rolls ago. Okay. Well, too late. Ed's already on a shot of brown water. All right, here we go. This is shooter number 3. So far, we've learned that we're rolling about 3 to 4 rolls before big red. So I'm going to have to figure something out. Here we go. There's a come out 7, 6-1. So that's going to be a push on the world bet. We're going to win on the pass line. Got to repay the ATS, so we're going to win $10. We're going to go ahead and press the pass line, press the world bet. And we're all set. Welcome, Nick S. He says, what up, legend? Appreciate you stopping by. We got a 3-2 Justice Gen. Five will be the point. World bet falls. That's really weird that I had just the right amount of green chips and red chips. That's weird. All right. Lee Hook says 2332 is his favorite. Ed's saying 5362. Yes, sir. I was just going with another set tonight to be different, but you all know what I do throw normally, so might as well get back to it. People want to see it. We got 30 playing now. And we got a 3-2. We got a leaner, but it is going to be a 3 according to the stick person. And that's going to be a buckshot. And Ed's going to take all the credit. Go ahead, Ed. You already had the brown water. Hey, look at that stick move right there. Nice. I've been practicing. You got to practice your stick moves as well as your rolling. All right. We're going to win 30 on the front. 150 on the back. Let's rack the blacks and the greens. Let's reduce this to reds. Let's go back down to 20 on the pass line, and we'll do a 15 world bet. And then I'm all set. That's right. Oh, that's why I throw sevens, because I keep changing sets. Hey, blame Ed. I changed the set because Ed said throw a 5-3-6-2. But you're probably saying, well, you changed from a 5-3-6-2 to the cross sixes set. Well, nanny, nanny, boo, boo, G. Here we go. And we got a 4-2 easy 6. 6 will be the point. And just to let you all know, that was probably the prettiest throw of the night, so don't expect anything better. All right, let's mark the 6. We're all good up top. Ed is boss, G is peon. That's funny, Ed. Ed's just telling it like it is, man. Everybody jump on board. All right, here we go. Aces in both places. First set of aces tonight. Mark it. We're going to do a quarter horn high ace deuce. Facts, Ed says. Get the hot shit out of the way. That's right. And we got a 4-1-5. All right, let's get it in the roll tracker. We're going to lose the horn high bet. We're going to win 42. We're going to get a nickel for some whites. And we're going to go ahead and press this. We're going to power press the 5 to 75. Oh, no. All right. Aces when a rail dumped in the field for Jeff. Tripled on the 2 and the 12. That's right. You see how the dice are going in a V pattern? That's a push with the thumb. Yes, sir. And we got a Big Joe 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. I think G liked that shot. The dice stayed together. They didn't split in a V. We got Heaven's Glow on the 3 there. There you go. All right, let's mark the 4. We're going to win 50 for 1. Got to pay that VIG. Only on the win. Let's go ahead and take it to 75. Power press. G is hopping the 4s. Here we go. And we got a hard 10 Old Bay bushel. He was hopping the 4s, and maybe you should hop the 4s and the 10s. I don't know. There's the other 5. I'm going to mark the 10. It's going to be 50 for 1. All right. Looking at the, yeah, we're looking for, we need one more hit, don't we? Oh, I said it. I said one more hit. There we go. Now, everybody prepare yourself. All right, I'm going to grab a horn high ace deuce with a quarter. And that's going to be it. Here we go. And we got aces. G said hop the 3, or put something to that effect. He said hop the 3 for 2 rolls. While Jeff's doing more rail dumping in the field. All right, we have a quarter horn high ace deuce. That's going to be a nickel on aces. That's going to win 150, 155 and down. G says to hop it again. We're going to do it twice. We're going to rack 105. And we still need one more box number. Yeah, sometimes I don't see it. I'm over 50, man. Sometimes I just don't see what your guys are writing. But I'm sure there is a lag. There's been a lag all day, apparently, in YouTube. Here we go. And we got a 516. It actually got a little bit of a leaner on the red die. But it's going to be a 516, and we've met our 4 rolls on the box numbers. So we can now regress and be happy. All right, we're going to lose the hop and the ace deuce. It is going to be the point, which is beautiful. So we're going to win 20 up front, 120 in the back. Let's rack the blacks. Let's grab a $20 world bet. And then we're going to go ahead and go back down to minimum and rack another 150 in green. All right. We'll also grab the ace deuce for 2 dinero. And I got to put that into the tracker. Sorry, 516. Now putting it in the roll tracker. You should see it in just a minute. We did hit repeaters on aces. Beautiful. It pays. Hey, Jonathan Moxon. Welcome. First time playing. Pretty cool. Just signed up, so only had 300 to buy in. Yeah, if you, you know, if somebody were to gift, you know, a subscription, or you were to win a subscription, or you were just to pay the subscription to that app, yeah, you would be able to get the same $5,000 in chips as everybody else for educational purposes. Isn't that right, Jeff? Educational purposes. Stay even numbers, OBC. All right, Ed. Here comes a yo. That'd be cool. All right, here we go. And we have a hard 8. Where's John? Hard 6, 8. He would appreciate that on the come out. Eight's going to be the point. World bet's going to come down. Let's do 200 in the back. Mark the 8. Let's move our 5 over to the 6. And let's take the 4 and 10 each up to 50. The Batsy app. Where's Robin, the stick man? Nick says, Craxy. Educational, that's right. Educational purposes only. Here we go. And that 6-1 says we're done. Good thing we regressed. That is what's called a PSO, bound to happen on this channel if you've watched long enough. All right. All right, we're going to try it again after we reset the ATS. Let's get some reds for the green because we're going to go 10, 5, 10 on the ATS. Grab a world bet for 15, pass line for a quarter, and we are all set for shooter number 4. Hey Jeff, now you're starting to look like how people make fun of your password words on your channel with you putting in every combination you can. I love it. All right, locking you out. This is the come out roll. Let's dare to be better. Dice split a little bit. We got a 6-3 soft 9, the Franks. 9 will be the point. Obviously, when this throw works, it sure is nice because they just land right in front of the wall. There's not too big of a much of a to-do about it. Mark the 9. Let's try not to do what we did before. Uh-oh. He says, OBC, your back wall is crooked. That's going to affect the dice hitting the... Hey, man, you want to buy me a new table? Or a table? Or an actual craps table? Hey, go for it. Because until then, you're going to get the Walmart special table right here. If you want, tilt your head, and then it'll be straight. Here we go. And there's a 5-4 Big Mac Daddy Hard 9. And that is the point, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to win a quarter up front, 150 in the back. We're going to rack the blacks. Let's just do a $10 world bet, $3 ace deuce. And we are all set. Hey, Clay, Chris, welcome. Dice Degen. Appreciate you all stopping by. Just glue the dang thing to the backboard. Oh, I see what you're saying. It was actually Velcroed. And let me see if it still will Velcro. I don't know. It won't stick anymore. Yeah. You know, I need. Maybe you could do a professional job here, G. You come up here to Maryland? I don't know. Yeah, Clay, how are you feeling, man? Welcome. All right, this is the come out roll. Not a great throw. That's a come out 7, 6-1. That's the one that says we have another chance. Come out 7s are pretty good on this channel, typically, historically. Oh, that's a push on the world. I didn't mean to take that down. It's going to be a push on the pass line because we get a quarter, but we're using a quarter for the ATS. 10, 5, 10. Let's go at it again. And we got an ace deuce, 3 craps. That's going to win very minimal on our world bet. We are going to lose the pass line. We're only going to win 22 on the world bet. So we're actually just going to go down to 20 on the pass line, but we're going to press our world bet up to a quarter. He said, buy a stick of glue, it's cheaper. Wow, that is awesome. Thank you, Gargoyle, appreciate it. Maybe I'll do what some other channels do and I'll just nail it or bolt it to the backboard. You know, I could bring the camera angle up and then you just won't have to worry about looking at it. So maybe that's what we'll do. This is just for G. Real-time editing. There you go. He said, why not a stick of gum? It'll work too. That's awesome. It is cheaper though. All right, let's get that next roll in. We're still on the come out. And we got another ace deuce, 3 craps. Back to back. Obviously that means we're double pitching. We're going to lose the pass line, but we have a quarter on it, so we're going to win 55. We'll now bring the pass line up to a quarter. We'll press the world bet to 30, rack a quarter ourselves. I am OBC, you are OCD. I'm also ADHD, I guess, maybe. Thank you, Gargoyle, again. All right, here we go. We are still on the come out. That was a little high. And it's going to be another 6-1 come out 7. Again, that's going to be a push on the world bet, and I keep on hitting my hand on the shelf here, and it keeps knocking my stick out of my hand. All right, again, it's going to be a push on the world bet, and it's going to be a push on the pass line because we have 25, 10, 5, 10 on the ATS. So we lost our ace deuce. We lost our ace deuce. So it would be a good time to press the pass line and the world bet again. Will somebody hop in the ace deuce? I don't know. Locking you all out. Excuse me. And we got a 6-3 soft 9 to Franks. 9 has been the point 3 times tonight. So we're right back on the 9 where the puck was. This will come down. We're not sure if we can do it, but we're going to go max odds. Mark the 9. Oh, you all saw that, right? Duracell says, or Gargoyle says, to Duracell, when we get a shooter, then I won't interrupt. I appreciate, guys, the honesty in this crowd is unbelievable. Duracell says, fair point. Wow, okay. Well, I guess G was right that the 6-1 says we're done. And I'm borrowing that phrase from The Voice, Mid-Atlantic Craps. So we're shooting like crap. This is a craps channel. Just like some of you in the app, I've managed to waste my first buy-in. So we're going to do a... Let's see what we can do. Can we turn this into anything? That's a challenge. That's a good challenge, right? All right. Let's go. Let's remove this. Let's grab 75 in red. Let's go 555. Let's go 15. $10 world. Can we turn it into something? We're challenging ourselves. If we cannot split the dice according to Gargoyle, we should be fine. All right, here we go. We got a hard 8. Eight will be the point. Mark it. Screw the odds. No odds. We don't have a 9 either, but that's okay. Actually, let's move the 5 over to the 9. You got to run, Jeff. Thank you for stopping by, man. I'll let you know who won with the password OldBayCraps. You got it. My daughter would like to show everybody what she got me for Christmas. Oh, she got me a hat. If you want, I'm not going to stop you from showing people. Obviously, it's not the main gift. It's just a side gift that she and I found the other day. That's up to you, sweetie. If you want to show people, show them. Jonathan Moxon says, signed up for the app and got an extra, there you go, you got an extra $2,000 rebuy. Let's throw some real numbers. Yeah, let's roll it. All right, 8's the point. After we roll, we'll show the gift. Here we go. And we got a 6.2 Duracell Easy 8. Another buckshot. So the puck comes off. We're going to win our $15 on the pass line. We're just going to rack it. Rack a 10. Let's rack a 10. All right. I know you don't want to be on camera, right? So, yeah, right, because you're sick. Got it. All right. She would like to show me what is here. Let me put it in this camera. As you know, I'm from Baltimore. This is a Baltimore Ravens / Maryland Crab hat. That's an Old Bay special right there. Pretty cool. We saw that the other day. I was like, I had to have it. All right, thank you. All right, we are on the come out roll. Let's get another box number. Locking you all out. Here we go. And we got another 325, the Justice Gin. So 5s and 9s have been point makers tonight. Well, point establishers, if you will. So we're going to move that over to the 5. We have enough to do a $15 or an $18 8 after I splash the pot however the fuck I want. And since we have 4 left, let's grab Hardways for $1 each. And mark the 5. Is that what Jeff won tonight? You know what, G? If Jeff leaves and doesn't come back, you know, maybe I'll send him a Mid-Atlantic Craps hat. Can he win that? Here we go. And there's a 3-1 Big Joe Crapsmaster Journey. We're going to lose the hard 4. We're going to win 74. Well, we don't even have one. We have to take it off of here. Some casinos will let you go up to $39 for a buck. Let's take it to 50. And that'll do it for me. That's right. I splash the pot whenever the puck I want. You're still here and you do have one of your own hats? All right, I guess we won't send you a hat of your own. I don't have anybody else's hat. And the hat that says Old Bay that you've seen on my table before, that's not my license. That's McCormick's. The seasoning. That's their hat. Best I got is Star Wars stuff, but you know, I know G likes Star Wars. Here we go. And we got a hard 6, double D-Gen. He stopped in earlier. Wow, we actually win $1 on our hardway. Well, hell, let's just parlay it. Take it to $10. We'll win 35 up top. go ahead and take it to 60. Rack a nickel. And we're good to go. I love Rounders, Gargoyle. That's a great movie. That's right, Jeff won his own hat tonight. Maybe I'm answering a previous chat. We already did. Here we go. And that's a 5-2, 7 out. It's very hard to shoot on a show, a live show, with 700 critics. It's just hard to do. All right, so we're gonna have to do our own little rebuy, and that's okay. All right, I think I'm done with that section of the table. I want to go back to how I was throwing, I think last week, with the same set. We're going to need a rebuy here. Let's reset. Let's put our marker out there. There's our CGTV marker lammer. So we're doing a one-time rebuy. Our usual 50 action. All right. So we're going to go back to, you'll actually see the throw into the camera. That's where we're aiming, okay? All right, Mel, I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you had a good time. All right, we're only at 37 rolls. Yikes. Oh, Gargoyle's got to go too. Monitoring code going live. Yikes. All right, I'll talk to you later. Be safe. Have fun, everyone, he says. We will try our best. We have 30 still playing, 63 active. This is the come out roll. And again, we're going back to the 5-3-6-2 from stick left 2 straight to the camera. Get that hard sounding dice to land. And we got a 2-1, 3 craps. That's our 5th ace deuce tonight. Mark it. We're going to lose the pass line. We have 15 on it. That's going to win 33. We're going to take this down, put our 20 back up, go to a quarter, rack 3. All right, we're ready for the next roll. We're still on the come out. And we got a 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. 8 will be the point. That's an 8 easy. World bet falls. Again, we're going to try for we'll go 75 behind the line, but we're going to try to go over again for 4 hits and then regress. Here we go. There's a 5-3 easy 8 hit the point. We'll count that as number 1. There's the 5. That's going to win 20 on the front, 90 on the back. We're going to rack the quarters. Bring 15 back up on the world bet. Rack another 20. Excuse me. I'm going to grab some water here. Rolling with OB on a Tuesday night. Hope you're all having a good day. This is the come out roll. And we got a 3-2 Justice Gen 5. Five's going to be the point. I just noticed these weren't proper. Now they are. Mark the 5. Here we go. And we got a 6-5 mid-mo-yo. That's the first one of the night. And I always seem to throw a yo after G leaves. I don't know what that is. All right, we're going to do 15 in the field. Again, if you know this show too well, you know that oftentimes a horn follows an established point. I don't know why that is. Here we go. And we got a 5-3 easy 8. That's going to be hit number 2 of our 4 hits and down. Lose the pass or the field. We're going to get 175. We're going to take the 8 to 210. We'll rack the green. And we're all set. Here we go. And we got a hard 8. The 8 came hard. I don't know why everybody says it like that, but it's fun to say. There's the square pair right there. We have 210 on it. That's going to win 245. That's our 3rd hit. I'm going to press the 4 and 10. And we'll rack the rest. That's right, Jonathan. Welcome. What does Jeff say? Jeff always says, even a blind squirrel finds a nut. Here we go. And there's an Old Bay bushel hard 10. The 10 came hard. And because we hit the 8 earlier as a point, that was our first hit, if you remember. So this is our third hit. So now we're going to regress. All right, we have 200 on the 10. That's going to win 400 for 10. We're now going to regress to 160 across minus the point. Let's rack the blacks. I believe that's over 1,000 coming back to the rack. Mark the 10. And we're going to grab the hard ways for 5 each. And we're all set. Here we go. And there's a yo, mid-mo yo. Let's go with a $15 field. Locking you all out. And we hit the bumper. Yeah, whew, we lucked out on that one. Big Joe, 314. That hit the bottom bumper. We all know plenty of times when I've hit the bottom bumper, we know what it is. But there's the 314. So we lose the hard 4, but we're going to win 15 in the field. So we'll bring back the hard 4 for 15. We'll leave the field, and we're going to win 60 up top for 1. And we're going to power press the 4 to sorta to 75. We'll put 15 in the rack. Mark the 4. And we're all set. And that's going to be 6-1 says we're done. So we got out of the hand. We were able to hit some numbers. We're playing the short game. We had less than about 300 on the table. But we made up for some of the losses, and we're going to try to do it again. All right, there's a quarter. We're going to go 10, 5, 10 on the ATS now. $15 on the well, we got to go. We got to do a quarter then. Quarter on the pass line. Let's do 40 on the world bet because we've been hitting the ace deuces. All right, here we go. Come out roll. You know what? I got to say this in the camera. So, you know that how the feeling is on a come out roll that you have no, like there's no pressure because all you're trying to do is establish a point. I wish that feeling lasted for the entire roll. You know, everybody says you got to get into a zone, but I wish the zone felt like it does on a come out roll where you don't have any pressure on yourself. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. Here we go. There's an Old Bay bushel, hard 10. 10 will be the point. World bet will come down. Mark the 10. I'm going to go ahead and grab the hard ways. And we'll keep the 6 and 8 a quarter. If they happen to hit, they'll win 29. I'm okay with that. All right, we got 33 still playing. Here we go. And we got aces. Where's Larry? Airborne aces. That's our third set of aces tonight. Mark it. Let's do a $6 C&E with $1 on ace deuce. Hey, what do you say? Here we go. Dice went off to the right. It's going to be a 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. 4 easy. I am so glad that they have sticks in craps because I have T-Rex arms. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's mark the 4. We lost the hard 4. We're going to win 100 for 2 up top. Let's grab some change. Vig is paid for. Let's go to 100. Rack 50. And we'll double up on that hard 4. Here we go. And we got a 6-4 easy 10 Whalen's best friend. And that's not only Whalen's best friend, that is a winner 10. See, I can't even do the jargon right. You see it on all the other shows. I can't do it. It's 6-4 10 10 easy, folks. That's what it is. All right, we're going to lose the hard 10. We're going to win our measly quarter on the pass line because we forgot to take odds. Let's rack the quarter. Let's go $3 ace deuce, $10 whirl. And we are all set. This is the come out roll. Hey, Greg, welcome. It says, good day, OBC and crew. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm sorry I missed you earlier. I guess I thought it said gargoyle again. Did we put it in? Yeah, we did. Okay. All right. 70 active, 32 playing. This is the come out roll. That was a weird toss. Felt weird. I backed my angle up on my back. That was weird. Not what I intended. 3-2-5. That's a no fielder. 5 will be the point. Greg says you're better off placing the 10 than taking odds on a... Yeah. All right, let's lose that. That. 5 is going to be the point. Let's move this over to the 10. Now we can properly cap our 6-8. Mark the 5. And let's split our hard 4 with our hard 10. And we're good. Yeah, you said $5 pass bet. I have a $25 pass line bet. But I get what you're saying. Here we go. And we got a 4-1-5 hit the point. Truck and camper. That's a no fielder again. Again, we put no odds on the back because we're in dipshitville. Sorry. At least we're hitting points. So we're going to win a quarter. We'll just rack the quarter. But not before we, let's take it out. Let's get nickels for it. And let's do a $20 world bet. And let's do a buffalo bet, which means just our hard ways are working on the come out. This is a come out roll. And there's a 4-1-5, so we're hitting 5s. That's fine by me. Just got to start betting it. All right, all this will come down. Button goes back in the rack. Why not take the chance? Let's do max odds. 5 is the point. And we're all set. Greg says the only time I've ever played the pass line is if I'm the shooter. Well, hard to argue with you there since I am the shooter of the show here. But yes, I don't play the pass line either if I'm not the shooter. Even though the dealers all try to swindle you into playing it. And there's a 6-4 easy 10, Whalen's best friend. There's the 6. So we're going to lose the hard 10. We're going to get 50 for 1. I'm going to take it out of the hard 8. And we're going to take the 10 to 75. We're going to switch it with the 4. We're going to take the 10 to 150. Bring 25 onto the 4. And I'm all set. Here we go. And there's a 415. Wow. Wow. You know, eventually you got to believe in yourself that if you're hitting certain numbers, you need to start betting them. Well, we just took a chance on ourselves because we've been hitting 5s. So the puck will come off. We're going to get a quarter up front, but we had 250 on the back. That's going to win 375. So we're going to rack all the black. So we definitely have enough to pay our marker off. We'll go ahead and rack the green as well. Let's break this down. Let's bring back our buffalo. And we'll do a $10 world bet, as well as a $4 horn, which I never really play anyway. And this is the come out roll. So should we take the chance? That's what I'm saying. So there's 50 bucks, right? Let's get some reds real quick. Let's hop the 10s. Let's hop the 5s. Yeah, you ain't kidding, Greg. All right, here's the come out roll. Boxes are off. Hard ways are working. I didn't put the button out there, but the hard ways are working the buffalo bet. Here we go. And there's a 5-4 J-Mac hard 9. I'm telling you, the 9 and the 5 have been the points a lot tonight. But I believe the 5 is the only one we've been cashing in on. All right, this all comes down. This will come down. 9 will be the point. We'll move this over to the 5. Let's grab 100 behind the line. Let's go ahead and take the 5 up to $75 5. Yeah, they are. Which is funny. Well, I haven't been playing all night from where I'm shooting from with where I'm landing them. But with this set, and you can ask multiple people that have played with me in the casino, this is the set that I always use when I'm shooting on a hard table. And I've hit the ATS a couple times, you know, on a hard table. But the thing is, I'm hitting 9s and 6s, more 6s than 9s, typically with this set. But I'm not hitting any 6s tonight. Here we go. We're hitting 9s. There's a 5-4 J-Mac hard 9. Now, Ed rolled a win. Ed Robinson, he told me, he suggested this set to me a long time ago, about 3 years ago now. Maybe 2 years ago. And he suggested it based on what I was throwing. I don't know what I was throwing at the time. I might have been throwing a 4-6, 4-1 or something. But he said, why don't you try a 5-3, 6-2? It should give you 8s and 9s. So ever since, I've been able to hit 9s and sometimes 8s, but I've always been able to hit more often than not 6s. Isn't that weird? All right, we didn't even mark the 9 when we had it. All right, so we're going to win a quarter on the front, 150 on the back. Let's rack those blacks. Let's go ahead and put 75 on the 9. And no world bet, no buffalo bet. Let's just go ahead and get a point. Right now we're hitting outside numbers. All right, here we go. Come out roll. There's a come out 7. That does not ruin a fire bet. We have a 3-point fire bet right now. Trying to go for a 4-point fire bet. But this is a come out 7. It only ruins the ATS. Does not ruin a fire bet. So we'll put another quarter out there. Repay. Or I'm sorry, we don't have to put another quarter out there because we won a quarter on the pass line because it was a come out roll. All right, that's going to repay the ATS. Now we're going to take this 20 and we're going to make a world bet for 20. Here we go. Dice went off to the right. I can't really see what that is. It's a 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. That's a 4 easy. 4 will be the point. We're going to move this quarter over to the 9 and go to 100 on the 9. And we'll do 100 on the back. Mark the 4. Here we go. And there's a 5-1-6. Now we're starting to maybe hit 6s because 5-1 is the #1 combination of the 6 that I hit when I'm really in the groove and hitting 6s. It's usually a 5-1. Occasionally, it's very rare that I'll hit a 4-2 with that set. It's usually a 5-1. All right, we're going to lose the hard 6. Let's mark it before we forget. We're going to win 35 up top. We're going to go ahead and take it. We're going to throw down a quarter. We're going to power press it to 90. Now, as you can see, the rolls may be shifting over, you know. That happens with me a lot. Here we go. There's a 2-1-3 craps. That's a double pitch right there. Mark it. I'm going to do a quarter horn high yo. Here we go. There's a 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. And that is going to be the 4-point fire bet. There's the 1. This will come down. Puck will come off. We'll win a quarter up front, 200 in the back. Again, we'll rack those blacks. And let's break this down. We'll grab the Buffalo again. And we'll grab a $35 world bet. All right, boxes are off. Hardways are working. Here we go. Dice went off to the right a little bit. It's going to be a 6-4 easy 10. We've already had 10 as the point. So we're going to bring 100 back to the rack, bring 50 over to the 4. Mark the 10. We're going to lose the hard 10 because we were working it on the come out. Pick up our button. Let's go to a quarter on the 10. I'm all set. 75 active, 32 still playing. Thank you all. Here we go. And we got a 415 truck and camper. We got 75 on it. That's going to win 105. Let's go ahead and take it to 150 and rack 30. And we need to mark the 5. Let's take this nickel and do a horn high aces. Again, where's Larry, you know? We need airborne. Here we go. There's a 516. We'll lose this and this. We got 90 on it because we power pressed it. That's going to win 105. Let's bank the, we're going to bank the black chip, but we're going to take it to 120. And no hard 6. Here we go. Dice split. We lucked out. It's going to be a 6-2 easy 8. One of the die went into the hook because it stuck to my finger. It's getting a little humid down here. So I do have my towel here. I will use my towel. Let's lose the hard 8. We're going to win 35. I'm not going to press. Let's see. I'm only going to take it to 36 because that was an off. That was not a shot I was going to do. Let's put the quarter in the rack. Let's put 100 behind the line. And let's grab another quarter in reds. Bring our hard 6, hard 8 back up. Press our hard 4. And we're all set. Here we go. Again, dice stuck to my fingers, but it's going to go in our favor. It's a 516. Hey, look at that. Overthinking craps. David, how the hell are you doing, man? Let me pay this out and I will go back to the chat. Hard 6 comes down. We have 120 on it. That's going to win 140. You know what? We're going to do a little bit of regression. Why? Because I see 4 blacks out there and I want them in my rack. Nope, we'll go back on the hard 6. We regressed, took over 400 back to the rack. Let's go back over to the chat. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well, man. I really am. That's awesome. Really appreciate that. Let me click on something else here. Hold on. There's Larry. All right, there we go. I was trying to get back up so that I could like it, but every time I did it, it kept disappearing. Here, we'll do a reply. I can't do a reply on this screen. Oh well. Well, we got it back up. There we go. Very cool. All right. Here we go. And there's an ace deuce, 3 craps. We already have it marked. Let's go ahead and do, you know what? Let's do a horn high midnight for a quarter. Wow, almost made 2K. That's awesome. Yeah, random roller, right? Hit the 6 4 times. That's all you need. You just need a number to hit and have repeaters. And that's all you need. Welcome, Larry. Larry, we've hit aces 3 times, dude. But we need to hit it a 4th time. Greg says, think purple and yellow in your rack and press. Well, my short goal was to pay the marker back, which we have enough to do that. Here we go. And we got a 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. Now I regress because I saw and got excited about the black chips, but people are right about if you're already out of the hand, why are you stopping at that? Well, you know, you would normally do that if you're trying to build bankroll, but if you're just going for it, no, we should not have done that regression. That's all right. We got 36. That's going to pay 42. Let's throw down a quarter. Let's take the 8 to 90. And we lost the hard 8, which we'll bring back up. And we need to mark the 8. And we're all set. Hey, Brian P., welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. Carolina Brian. See him at a live crapsy near you. Here we go. And there's aces. Larry, 4th time we've hit him. And wait for it. Light them up, Vanna. Boom! That is the small. Mark the aces. We have 10 on the small. That's going to win 300. 310 and down. We're going to rack those blacks. We're going to press our, let's see, let's press the hard 8 and the hard 4. And we are good. There you go. Greg wished it to happen, and it happened. Here we go. And there's a 6-3 soft 9, the Franks. And the red die just stopped, man. It just stopped, man. It just stopped. You got some jumper cables? You come give me a jump. Anybody know what movie that is? Mark it. We got 35 up there. That's going to win 50 for 1. Let's take it right to 75. And we'll rack $10. Rack a 10. That's right. You got to twist your weight to another side to hit those uptown numbers, right? Here we go. And there's a 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. Three came down here, but there it is. So we lost our hard 4 again. We're going to win 100 for 2 up top. Let's take it to 100, rack 50. We're going to take off of our hard 8 and grab our hard 4 for 5. And Johnny 5 says we're alive. No, that was not Boogie Nights, Larry. My quote earlier had to do with the beginning of Beverly Hills Cop. Yo, officer, the truck, it just stopped, man. It just stopped. You got some jumper cables? You come give me a jump? Love that movie. Here we go. We got a 5-4 J-Mac Big Mac Daddy hard 9. Got 75 on it. That's going to win 105. Let's take it to 150 and rack 30. So we're still racking something. Here we go. And we got a 3-2-5 Justice Jen. That's a no fielder. We got 35 on it. That's going to win 50 for 1. Let's take it right to 75. Rack 10. Rack a 10. And David, just for you, if you're interested, and hey Jim, welcome. Just for you, David, I am still rotating the dice 10 degrees. Here we go. And there's the hard 4. Where were you all along? The hard 4. You know, we've thrown 10 4s, and that might be the first hard 4 of the night. We have 5 on it. That's going to win 35. We have 100 up top. That's going to win 200 for 5. Let's go to a quarter on the hard 4. And I'm going to go to, let's go to 200 on the 4. We're going to rack 110. Again, welcome, Jim. I don't know if I missed you. Badger 87, welcome. Good to see you. Here we go. And the dice split on me, and we got a 5-2. We are finally out of the shooter, unfortunately. But that was a 30 roller with a repeater bet on the 4 hit twice. Twice we hit the repeater bet on the 4. So if we had all this money out here, that means we must have made some money. We had just over 700 on the layout. We did hit the small. So when you hit any part of the ATS, you have a long shoot. You know that right afterwards, it's always followed up with a short shooter. So qualify the next shooter, would you? Sharpshooter pays 20 to 1 on that roll. How awesome is that? A 30 roller. And we had a 4-point fire bet too. Yeah, we didn't hit, we may have hit 5 points total, but with the fire bet, we only hit 4 different points. I was really hoping that when we hit the, that we would have hit the 6 as a 5th point, but yeah. All right, so we're at 78 rolls. I'm going to go to 100 rolls if I can, or 10 o'clock. So let's go up for the next shooter. Again, qualify this next shooter. All right. Oh, 4th through the 7th place is a tight race. Let's take a look at Crapsy since we're between shooters. And what do we got going on in Crapsy? We'll get back to the chat in just a second. Let's look at the leaderboard real quick. Look at that roll distribution upstairs. What is that, 15, 13, 5s? So Dylan says 4th through 7th place, 4,300, 4,000, 3,400, 3,400. Only the best is here with no rebuy is at 33,000 leading tonight. Wow. We'll check back after the end of the show. We're at 78 rolls. We'll go to 100 rolls, and that'll be the last shooter of the night. Let's go back over here. Welcome, Jim. You can see Jim the Professor, I believe, every Sunday night at on Color Up's podcast. He just recently had Brian Holy Roller on there, so go check it out. He says, in bed watching you live roll for the first time. Oh, I appreciate that, Jim. Thank you. Uh-oh. Dylan says, Jonathan says, don't overlook him, Dylan. He's watching out, man. Careful. All right. How do you follow up a fire bet, a sharpshooter bet, or a double repeater on the 4? You qualify the next shooter. So let's qualify this next shooter. All right. I didn't even put anything out there. You know I'm going to do my usual 50 action. We'll do 65 action this time. So I got my pass line, my world bet. Here we go. And we got a 6-4 easy 10. 10 is going to be the point. All right, world bet is going to fall. We need to qualify this shooter. Let's go out there with a 6-8. And because we have been hitting horns after a point is established, we're going to do a C and E for 6. That's 3 on the C, 3 on the E. Uh-oh. Jonathan says skill just overtook him. Dylan, what are you doing differently? I don't got time to check it out. All right, here we go. And we got a 4-1-5. And that's the second time tonight a 5 has followed a 10 after the 10 was the established point. All right, we're going to put 100 behind the line. And we're going to take this. Let's get some more ones. We're going to hop the 6 easies and the 9s. And we're all set. 80 active in the app. We're still calling it. So silly. 30 still on the table. Here we go. Short roll. It's going to be a 4-2 easy 6. That was an interesting roll. Like I said, I don't usually hit a 4-2 with this set, but the only reason I hit it was because my throw was horrible. The red die landed 2.5 feet before the wall, and it should not have landed there. All right, we're going to lose the hops on the 9. We are going to get paid on the hop on the 15, 16, and down on the 4-2 hop. And then we're going to get paid 35 on the 6. We're going to throw that dollar in. And we're going to bring this back to the rack. We've qualified the shooter. We're going to regress, be out of the hand. $18 each on the 6-8. We got 15 here. Let's put it on the 5. Let's actually go up to, I like to go up to 20 on a 5 and 9. I don't like to go to a minimum of 15. And then we'll put the nickel in the rack. Let's mark the 6. And we're good to go. So we talked about in the last live, we talked about everybody's favorite Christmas movie or what some of our favorite Christmas movies were. And here we go. There's a 5-3 easy 8. But what's your favorite, if you are a Christmas holiday person, do you have a favorite Christmas or holiday song? I will tell you mine as soon as I pay out the 8. And again, if you're just joining us, we had a long roll, so we know that the roll after the shooter after a long roll is typically a very short roll. So we're playing for the short roll, except for the pass line odds. Let's mark the 8. Let's pay 21. Let's go ahead and we're going to go up to 42. Rest in the rack. My favorite Christmas song, by the way, is A Christmas Song, which that's the title of it, by Nat King Cole. It is my favorite song. It was written by Mel Torme, actually. And it's been done by numerous artists, from Frank Sinatra to Johnny Mathis to a plethora of crooners and other artists. But Nat King Cole is my favorite rendition. And A Christmas Song is the one that starts off chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Here we go. Dice went off to the left. It's going to be a 6-5 mid-mo-yo. Chiro in the house. Yo. Love when I throw a mid-mo-yo. From my friend Chiro. Mid-mo. Miss you lots. Let's mark the yo. Let's grab a C&E for 6 with $1 on ace deuce straight. You know, Dylan, of all the songs, I could have sworn that was your favorite. Last Christmas by Wham. I love any kind of 80s Christmas as well. They're all my favorites. I'm an 70s, 80s child. So yeah, Last Christmas, which makes me think of nowadays, it makes me think of Daddy's Home 2, which is what my family and I watch ever since it came out on DVD. It's what we watch every Christmas now. Everybody has their movies that they watch on Christmas. Here we go. Whoa, dice went off to the right. And the 6-1 says we're done. Probably because I'm jibber jabbering, but also because it's always a short roll. But those dice went into the hook. You saw it yourself. We didn't even get a point. We didn't even hit a point on that one. But we were out here for minimum wage, right? Except for the odds on the pass line. All right, now we can relax. Hopefully we can go a little bit longer on a shooter. Let's reset the ATS. All right, let's go quarter pass line, quarter world. Let's go quarter on the ATS. So we gotta get some reds. So now we're going to go 10, 5, 10. And I'm all set on my end. Hey, Notorious, welcome. Notorious Steph 1. He says he always bets the 2, 3, 1, 2 after 8 or 9 rolls. The game is called craps. You're right. The 2, 3, 12. There you go. Feed the world, man. Let them know it's Christmas time. That's right. Feed the world. I sing it just as good as John Cena does in the movie Daddy's Home 2. All right, this is the come out roll. Here we go, and I'll ask a little bit of a trivia question after this roll. And we got a 5-1-6 mixer. So who coordinated and wrote Feed the World? That's the trivia question. And 6 will be the point. Let's play with the greens again. We'll go 54 and 10. The 25 on the 8, I don't have any reds. The 25 on the 8 is going to pay 29 if it hits. We'll make it proper later. Mark the 6. We're good to go. Skill and Luck Dialing, that is incorrect. That is Quincy Jones, Lionel Richie, and Michael Jackson wrote We Are the World. But Feed the World was written by, Jim's got it, the professor. Of course the professor has it. Bob Geldof. That's right. I appreciate that. He says your movie knowledge is top notch. I appreciate that. I invest a lot of my time in my life in movies. I also grew up in front of a television from the age of 3 on. So I've seen a lot of reruns, a lot of television. I grew up watching anything, what's his name? Now the name's escaping me. The creator of the sitcom, All in the Family is considered the first sitcom, the first real sitcom. I'm trying to think who created that. Here we go. And there's an ace deuce, 3 craps. Can't believe the name's escaping me. I can see it in. I can see his face. Norman Lear. Norman Lear. I think it is. Let me mark the ace deuce. I don't want to break. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to break this quarter. I'll reduce the 10 to 35. Make a $15 field bet. Yeah, Norman Lear, I believe. Yes. There you go. Larry's got it. Norman Lear created the sitcom pretty much. Yes, there were, all kinds of shows in the 50s and the 60s, but it wasn't until the 70s that the sitcom was really born with All in the Family. What's funny is I'm such a nostalgic person that if you ask me like songs of today, I'm not really that familiar with stuff. I don't listen to pop music much. Here we go. And there's an ace deuce back to back. Like if I'm listening to the radio, it's classic rock for me, or it's 98 rock. So occasionally I'll get to know some of the newer rock music, but the rock music of today is not the rock music of the 70s. I'm sorry. All right, we're going to win 15 in the field. Let's return that 10 back to 50. And let's grab a hard 6, hard 4, and a hard 10. And we already have the 3 marked. That's right, auto-tune will help anybody out. What did I miss? What did Justice Jen? She said, you're getting old when you stop listening to current music, right? Right? It's funny, I have playlists, but like my playlist is, I have a James Bond playlist, I have a Christmas music playlist, I have a 80s playlist, I have a hair band metal playlist. Here we go. And we got a 415, not the Justice Jen, that is the Truck and Camper. That's the Justice Jen's brother. Let's mark the 5. We have 25 up there. That's going to win 35. Let's go ahead and take it to 50. Grab the hard 8. Rack a lonely old nickel. Nickel? Nickel in the rack. And I'm looking up the chat to see what Justice Jen said when she came in. Oh, Mrs. Professor has a wife? Nice. There you go. Greg's got it. Paul Young, Boy George, George Michael, Simon Le Bon, Bono. A mess of people were in the Feed the World video. There's a good documentary on, I think it's Netflix, on the making of We Are the World, which is different. I had no idea and did not remember that Lionel Richie was so much a part of it. I knew Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson were, but I had no idea or had forgotten. You know, and Lionel Richie was huge in 83, 84, especially coming off being with the Commodores. Here we go. And there's a hard 8. Glad we got that nickel back on the hard 8. There's that square pair. We're going to win 45 on the hard way. We're going to take it to a quarter. Up top, I told you we didn't have a cap at the time, so we're just going to win 29. Up top, we'll now cap it. Let's go ahead and take it to 60. We'll bring the rest back to the rack, mark the 8. And all my bets are set. And Greg says all the best rock and roll was written in the 60s. It may have been written in the 60s, but I think the best rock and roll was played in the 70s. Just my opinion. Everybody has one. No one person's opinion's better than the other. I love the music of the 60s. I mean, I am a huge Beatles and Stones fan, which is funny, because if you're a Beatles and Stones fan, does that make it okay that I'm also a Star Wars, Star Trek fan? Here we go. And there's a hard 6, and that's also going to be the point. All right, we have the 6 already marked. We're going to win 45 on the hard 6. Let's take the hard 6 to a quarter. We're also going to win on the pass line and 120 on the odds. Again, let's keep racking those blacks. Let's play with some reds. So let's get a quarter for the reds here, because we're going to go ahead and we're going to bump all of our hard ways to a quarter. We'll do a $20 world bet, put 10, rack a 10, back in the rack. And this is the come out roll. Hey, what's wrong with a TV Guide subscription? You know, I used to have a TV Guide subscription when I was in high school, because that's where my love of crosswords started. Every Friday I would buy a TV Guide and a bag of M&Ms. And then my dad got me onto doing crossword puzzles, and I've been a lifer of a Sunday crossword ever since. And my only claim to fame of my own self is that on the same day I completed a Sunday crossword in the Baltimore Sun, and I completed the crossword in the New York Times on the same day. It was weird. Here we go. And we got a 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. 4 easy, 4 will be the point. And I don't know if you're looking, but we've thrown a yo's worth of 4s tonight. All right, let's bring this over to the 6. Let's do 200 in the back on the 4. Mark the 4. And we are good to go. Yeah, the music from the 80s and 90s were pretty damn good. You can't beat the pop music of 1984. I mean, in 1984, you had the Queen of Pop, the King of Pop, and the Prince of Pop, all at the height of their game in 1984. And interestingly enough, all three were born in 1957. Here we go. And there's a 6-4 easy 10, Waylon's best friend. And I'll collect the dice in just a second. Just checking some background. And I apologize, I was wrong. I meant 1958, not 1957. All of them were born in 1958. All right, let's wrangle those dice. 6, 4, 10. We're going to lose our hard 10, but we're going to win 100 for 2 up top. So let's go to 100. Bring a quarter back on the hard 10, and we're going to rack a quarter. Rack a quarter, mark the 10, and we're going to do 20 in the field. It's funny, Greg, I saw Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, then I saw I was like, CSI New York, what? Yeah, let's just all agree that music from the 60s all the way up is just fantastic. Here we go. And we got a 3-1 Big Joe Crapsmaster journey. Come on now. The 4 is easy. The 4 came easy. And that is the point. So we're going to lose that quarter on the hard 4, but we're going to win 20 in the field, a quarter up front, 400 in the back, because we had a $200 pass line odds. Let's rack all the black. And that's a healthy dose of black chips right there. We'll collect the green as well. Play with the red. There's a $15 world bet. We'll bring a quarter back up on the hard 4. Puck comes off. And let's do a $12 C&E. This is the come out roll. Yeah, CCR was good too. All right, I appreciate you, Jonathan Moxon, for stopping by. I really appreciate you coming out. That's awesome. Heading to the cage. Jonathan's heading to the cage. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, yes. I just saw it, but when I first saw it, I was like, CSI New York. And then I was like, The Who? Nobody's mentioned The Who. I was thinking of all the themes of all the CSI shows that are The Who. Great band. One band that I love, it gets pretty good airplay on 98 Rock here in Baltimore, is Pink Floyd. Comfortably Numb is probably one of my favorite songs. Here we go. We got a 415 truck and camper. Can anyone name why Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd is a unique song? There's a unique feature to the song. All right, 5 is the point. We'll put the 50 over on the 4. We'll do 100 in odds, and we're all set. Oh, Thin Lizzy, yeah, that's a good one, Jim. Whitney, best vocal performance ever. That would be the Super Bowl. The national anthem of Whitney Houston is, I mean, it was so good it was on the radio. It made the Billboard charts. All right, can anybody name why Comfortably Numb, or what is unique about the song Comfortably Numb? After I roll this, I will answer that question. Here we go. And we got a 5-4 J-Mac Hard 9, the Big Mac Daddy. Ah, Blue Jay Way, Kevin, he got it. It had Comfortably Numb has 2 guitar solos. That is the unique part about that song. It has 2 guitar solos. Oh, I'm sorry. That was just the 9 hit for 35. We'll take it to 50, rack 10, rack a 10. Mark the 9. Justice Jen, you did not just say you don't even know the song. Oh my God. How do you not know Comfortably Numb? Jim calls it construction rock. All the house framers in the 80s played it. Yeah, they did. I'll tell you another fun fact. Well, 2 fun facts for the same band after this roll. And there's aces. Larry was waiting for it. And that is once again going to be, wait for it, there's the other die. Once again, we have 10, 5, 10 on it, and there it is, draped in green. That is the small once again. Again, we had 10 on it. That's going to win 300. 310 and down. We're going to rack the black, play with the red. We're going to do a $20 C&E. That's $10 on the E, $10 on the C. And we'll do a $5 ace deuce straight up. Oh, you weren't living in America at the time. That would make sense, Jen. Why you don't know that. Oh, Larry, Jen didn't, she kicked the walker out from underneath your legs, but she helped us roll aces. And there you go, Larry. You just hit the small. All right, Jim. Appreciate you. You have a good night. All right, here are your, after this roll, I said after the previous roll, but I wasn't expecting to hit the small. So after this roll, I will tell you 2 fun facts about a favorite band of mine. I'll even give you the band. The band is Journey. Here we go. Dice went off to the right. And we're going to get a 3-2-5 Justice Jen, and that's going to be the point. Point winner. All right, that's going to come down. Puck comes off. We're going to win 25 up front, 150 in the rear. Again, we're going to rack what? That's right, we're going to rack the blacks. And now we're going to move the green chips up to the front rack because our back rack is getting a little bit heavy. All right, here's fact number 1 about the Icon brand of Journey. 1, Journey, as great as they are, never had a #1 hit. Open Arms reached #2, and Faithfully Yours reached #4 on the Billboard charts. They never even cracked the top 10 with more than 2 songs. That is your one fun fact about Journey. And I'm going to throw the dice, and after the dice roll, I'm going to show you or tell you about the second fun fact regarding Journey. Here we go. This is the come out roll. And we got a 3-1 Big Joe Crapsmaster Journey. 4 will be the point again. There it is. We'll bring this over to the 5. Let's do 100 behind the line. All right, and your second fun fact about Journey is, even though they never had a #1 song, they are the 3rd most popular band in the world. And according to whatever statistic it is, Journey is playing on the radio somewhere in the world right now. At any time, one of their songs is playing on the radio worldwide. That's how popular they are. All right, 4 is the point. Here we go. And there's a 5-4 J-Mac Big Mac Daddy Hard 9. I don't know about you, but I think it's time to start, as they say, shooting for the moon. All right. That's going to win 70. Let's take it right to 100. Rack 20. AC/DC. Love AC/DC. You probably already know the fun fact about AC/DC. So, you know, Bon Scott, who died, was the first singer, replaced by Brian Johnson. I think Back in Black came out in 1980. And the song Back in Black was a tribute to Bon Scott. And in the song, there's a line that says, they have to cuss me if they want me to hang, which means Brian Johnson had to bring it and take the shit in order to be in the band. I love that line. Here we go. And there's a 4-2 2x4, the 6 easy. G isn't here, so there's nobody to call it a lumper bumper or lumber bumper, whatever he calls it. There's a 4-2-6. Hard 6 falls. We have 70 on the 6, or 60 on the 6. That's going to win 70. We're going to go ahead, go to 120. Rack 10. And we're not going to worry about bringing the hard 6 back up, but all of our bets are set. Jen says, well, Journey was robbed then. It's rigged. That's funny. They were robbed of a #1 hit. What's funny is Don't Stop Believing is probably their most popular song right now. And that didn't even crack the top 10. Although, for some reason, I'm thinking that it did crack the top 10, that it was #8. but I don't think it cracked the top 10. Here we go. And there's a back-to-back 4 deuce. 6 easy. I think I let on earlier that when this toss is on, we hit 6s. We didn't replace our hard 6, so we did not lose the hard 6. We're going to win 140. We're going to take it right to 210. We'll bring the hard 6 back up and we'll still rack a quarter. Always be collecting. All right, we're all set here. Here we go. And we got a 5-3 easy 8. There's the 5. We're going to lose the hard 8. We have 60 on it. That's going to win 70. We're going to take it right to 120. It's almost like it's a race, right? Rack 10. We're not going to replace the hard 8. I realize we've gone over time a little bit. And I don't think I put that 5-3. There it is. Now it's in the roll tracker, guys. Greg says 2x4s are on sale right now. Get it while you last. Uh-oh, Dylan just took second place. All right. Here we go. Dice split on me, but it's going to luck out. It's going to be a 5-4 J-Mac hard 9. The big Mac Daddy. We've got some Jesus dice here. Let me move it out of the Angel's Glow. There's the 4. All right, we got 100 on it. That's going to win 140. We're going to take it to, let's take it to 200 and rack 40 of it. Always be collecting. All right. Greg wants us to go uptown to the midnight train. Here we go. And that's going to do it. It hit the 4-3, hit the bumper to end the night. My depth perception was off. But again, that's going to be a 20 roller that we're ending on. Always fun to end on a long roll. But now look, if we left all this up here, we sure as shit should have took something back. Because we had about almost 800 out there on the layout. All right, lose the rest of the ATS. We did hit the small once again. We have a healthy rack of black chips in the back of the rack, but was it good enough to put us in profit because we had to get a marker tonight. There's our marker. There's our marker. We got to pay that off first. So let's put all this out here. Let's work backwards. There's 3 green there. 15 left over there. There's 2 black chips there for the green. Now, we got to pay the marker back, so here's the marker. There's $1,500. That's going to pay off this CGTV marker. So that's going to go back to the casino. Thank you for helping us out. Now, we started with $1,500. There's our bankroll for tonight. So this is our profit. We're going to end up with $915 profit on a $1,500 bankroll after we paid a $1,500 bankroll rebuy back to the house. Not bad. I love it when we make profit. Oh my God, she had 0 lay bets and don'ts. Who are you, Justice Jen? All right, let's go over to Crapsy and see what happened there. All right, let's bring up Crapsy on over here. We had almost 100 people active in Crapsy tonight. I think we reached 40 playing at one point. Here's the leaderboard for tonight. Let's tell all about the top 5, but in first place is the best is here with no rebuy, $53,448. Whalen came in second, bested Dylan by about $1,000 with no rebuy. Dylan, Mr. Wreck-It Ralph himself, had to have 1 rebuy, but still managed to make $7,500 plus. Congrats. Governor, no rebuys, $6,750. SBC Sauce, no rebuy, $6,200. That is your top 5, with the winner being the best is here. The top 10 is Chemo, Libby, Lars68, Jonathan Moxon, who is first time playing, and The Voice with 2 rebuys, Jeff, Mid-Atlantic Craps, $2,547 in the plus, rounding out our top 10. Let's look at this roll distribution because it was crazy. Look at that, 17 5s tonight. What's funny is that our 6s underperformed. How? How's that even possible? But it did. Why? Because we weren't hitting any 6s in the first half of the show at all. It was absent. 6s and 8s were just not there. We were hitting outside numbers in the first half of the show. It wasn't until the second half of the show we started turning the tide, and we kind of halted on the 5s and 9s a little bit and started hitting 6s and 8s. So when the puck was on, look at that, 10, 10, 9, 9, 10, and then drop to 7. That's pretty fun shooting right there. Look at that, no midnight tonight. 104 rolls and no midnight tonight. Isn't that something? I always find that interesting. We had an SOR of 8.33 and SRR of 8.00. What can I say? Better shooting than most nights. All right, let's go back over to here. Let's check out some of the chatter. We had some snipping going back and forth about who was going to be in what place towards the end. All in jest, all fun and games. Thank you, Skill. I appreciate that. Greg, thanks all. Nighty night. Yes, we are all befuddled as how could the Queen of Bubble Craps not even attempt a lay bet or a don't. You're very welcome for the nice shooting. 6 and 12 sucked. Yeah, absolutely, until the latter half of the show for the 6. Whalen says, great shooting, Craig. Enjoy playing, brother. Played my outside agitate strategy I put out today. There you go. That would have really worked in the first half of the show because we were hitting outside numbers. And then Whalen always showing the love to Jen. Nothing wrong with that. All right. That is the end of the show. I appreciate everybody. We went really long tonight, but because it's only because we ended on a a 3-point fire bet. The sharpshooter paid 6-1 on that. We had a 20 roller to end the show. I had fun. That was a lot of fun. We actually had G, Ed, and Jeff in the beginning of the show chatting it up a lot. G was trying to give us some pointers. We actually used the set 5362 that Ed suggested to me 3 years ago, and went back to the original SL1 or SL2, shooting straight at you at the camera, and that seemed to work out good because we had a 30 roller and we had a 20 roller out of it. So good shooting tonight. That felt pretty good. That's always fun. Hey, this Sunday we are going to be having Craps Chat. That's going to be Sunday the 15th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Please come join us. It's always a good time. I have no idea who the guests are going to be. I have no idea what the come out role is going to be, but I'll think of something. But I appreciate you all. Again, memberships are available, soft crab, steam crab level. Just go to the page. You can join there. Also, hit that like and subscribe on the way out. That would really be helpful. And I appreciate and love you all. Thank you for joining me for Tuesday night OBC rolling. That was fun. I will see you all later. You all have a great night and a great weekend. See ya.